This season, the topic of Trent Alexander-Arnold has been a sour one, with multiple sections of the fan base suggesting the English right-back is not pulling his weight and is too focused on life after Liverpool. It has been understood that Trent will most likely depart the club for Real Madrid this summer on a free, leaving a lot of fans dissatisfied with the decision. However, in today's video, we have some huge news as a massive Trent Alexander-Arnold boost has been revealed. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Dean Huijsen has already accepted the pressure of playing for Liverpool, who are interested in signing him this summer, admitting, "You need to be proper good." Huijsen is a target for the Reds heading into the summer transfer window, as Arne Slot, Richard Hughes and the club's recruitment staff considering a centre-back signing. The Dutch-born Spain international is available for £50 million due to a release clause in his contract at Bournemouth, and that could prove a bargain after a breakthrough campaign in the Premier League. Having only turned 20 this week, Huijsen has accrued 40 games top-flight experience across spells with Juventus, Roma and now Bournemouth. And after earning his first cap for Spain in March, he looks ready to step up to the challenge of playing for a club like Liverpool, either as partner to Virgil van Dijk or an eventual successor to the Reds captain. Speaking to a podcast last month, Huijsen discussed the prospect of playing for Liverpool and the pressures that come with it. "I don't think it's easy to play for Liverpool. It's not," he said. "There's pressure, there's the whole world looking at you, there's Champions League, Premier League. You need to be good, like proper good to hold your own, you know." Liverpool are known to have held talks with Huijsen's camp ahead of a potential bid to trigger his release clause, with the knowledge that he is available for £50 million, making any negotiations with Bournemouth smoother. Put to him that he is already capable of playing for a top club, Huijsen pointed to Van Dijk's own route to Anfield, only joining the Reds as a 26-year-old, while praising the Dutchman as the world's best. "Look at Van Dijk. He was at Celtic when he was like 23, and look at him, he's so good now," the youngster said. "The best right now? Van Dijk, 100%. Obviously I wasn't 1v1 playing against him, but just seeing him on the pitch, he's so impressive. He actually does have aura. He just stands there. He's so tall, so strong. He's a great player, to be honest. I definitely look up to him." Whether he is brought in as Van Dijk's next centre-back partner, with doubts still over Ibrahima Konaté's future, amid talks over an extension to a contract that expires in 2026, or not, Huijsen is familiar with what it would take. That comes as he named Joel Matip as the most underrated centre-back he has seen in the Premier League, by his own admission in a short life watching football so far. Now, in a huge Trent Alexander-Arnold boost, Trent Alexander-Arnold may still feature for Liverpool between now and his expected departure for Real Madrid, after taking a big step in his recovery. Alexander-Arnold was part of Liverpool's training session on Wednesday afternoon, as Arne Slot and his players prepare for their weekend trip to Leicester. It marks a major step towards returning to action for the Reds, with the vice-captain having spent the past 5 weeks on the sidelines with an ankle injury. Of course, during that time, there have been significant developments in talks over a free transfer to Real Madrid, which is now considered certain this summer, but it could be that Alexander-Arnold still plays a part in the run-in, joining a near-full squad working at the AXA training centre. Liverpool's only absentee at this stage is Joe Gomez, who is targeting a return before the end of the season, but is further off in his rehabilitation following hamstring surgery. Darwin Núñez was also with the squad after missing the 2-1 win over West Ham due to, according to Slot, illness. There are no other known issues ahead of Sunday's trip to the King Power, with a strong group working at the AXA on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Alexander-Arnold is understood to have not taken part in the session on Tuesday, but his involvement on Wednesday suggests he is closing on his comeback. Slot and his staff called upon a number of youngsters to join the senior ranks in training, with regular faces Trey Nyoni and Rio Ngamoa, joined by goalkeepers Cornel Michiel and Reece Truman, centre-back Amara Nallo, and forward Kieran Morrison. It could be that, with the title now only 6 points away, some of those youngsters come into the head coach's thinking for the final games of the campaign. In other news, Mohamed Salah is claimed to have rejected an offer worth £500 million before signing his new Liverpool contract, which, based on his aims, may not be his last. Salah will be a Liverpool player until at least 2027, and his decision to commit for a further 2 years is made all the more significant due to the scale of offers elsewhere. As Arne Slot put it, as a free agent, the Egyptian could have gone to probably every club in the world, but he chose to make it a decade at Anfield. According to BBC Sports' Sami Mokbel, Salah was made an offer from the Saudi Pro League, which would have earned him at least £500 million. That would include a signing-on fee and astronomical wages, which could have exceeded Cristiano Ronaldo's reported salary of £173 million per year at Al Nassr. Salah's contract at Liverpool is worth a tenth of that package, with the 32-year-old reported to be earning £50 million over the course of his 2-year deal. It is unclear which Saudi clubs were most interested, but the Mail's Lewis Steele has claimed that as late as last Wednesday, Al Hilal thought they still had a chance of securing his signature. The journalist added, "It is understood the news that he was going to commit to Liverpool left them crushed. Proof, if it was needed, that Salah's decision was shaped by history rather than finances." Staying at Liverpool gives Salah the opportunity to at least cement himself as the second top goalscorer in the club's history, while he is likely to also be eyeing a place behind only Kenny Dalglish as top assist maker. There is also the belief that under Slot, the Reds will be consistently challenging for the top honours after a campaign that will see them lift the Premier League title. While Salah will be 35 when his new terms expire, an interesting point in Mokbel's report suggests he may not view this as his final contract with Liverpool. He explains that those close to the frontman believe he has at least another 3 years at the highest level, as his physique is optimum and his levels of professionalism are obsessive. Clearly, the protracted negotiations over this latest extension show that Liverpool themselves may be reluctant to hand Salah another deal beyond 2027, but it certainly cannot be ruled out after the significance of his commitment amid eye-watering offers from the Middle East. Salah's decision to stay speaks volumes, not just about his loyalty, but about his enduring ambition at the highest level. Turning down £500 million to extend his Liverpool legacy shows this is far from a farewell tour. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.